right? 7.96, 7.97, 7.98. I'm getting really darn close to 8. I would say from the left it's approaching 8. But from the right, is it approaching 8? Yeah, look at this right here. See, I'm coming in. Come on. Come on, there you are. So what is it right now? 4.6, 5, 5.2. So I went up. I'm up at 5. So am I approaching 5? No, let me get closer to 2. Where's it headed now? Take this one out. It's headed towards smaller steps here. 4.34, 4.3, so smaller and smaller steps, getting closer and closer to 2. Keep going, get closer and closer and closer and closer. The Y value is approaching close to 4, right? So from the left it was 8, from the right it was 4. You see the difference though? Major difference. So let's try and recap this. In the previous problem, what was happening as I came in from the left? Where was it approaching? As I came in from the right? 8. What was happening at 2? What was f of 2? 8. So from the left it was 8, from the right it was 8, and at 2 it was 8. That's like great. Everything was trying to behave well. This one, from the left it was 8, from the right it was 4, and at 2 it was 8. All right? How about this one? What is it from the left? Where is it headed? Up to 8, right? Where is it headed from the right? It's approaching 4. Where is it at 2? 6. So from the left it's 8, from the right it's 4, but at 2, college algebra at 2, you get 6. Look at this one around 2. We're looking at 2, not negative 2. Well, hold on. Let me read the instructions. Discuss the behavior's function around 2. Kind of hard to see it. This is 2 right here. What's happening? From the left, well, there's an asymptote way over there, but that's not close to 2, right? Over here is negative 2. I'm not concerned about that. It's what's happening over here. So where is it getting close to? Well, I'd have to keep getting closer, right? 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. Let me get even closer. 1.91. What does it look like that's headed towards? What's the value? Is that straining your eyes too much looking at this? It's straining the hell out of my eyes. Y'all are all right? What is it? Negative 2.5 it looks like? Or negative 0.25. Negative 0.25 from the left. And then from the right, what's happening? Oh, little problem with my code there. Where's it going? Same thing, right? About negative 0.25. Did y'all see that? What's happening at 2? What's happening at 2? It's undefined. Look at the function up here. What happens if you try and plug 2 in here? You get 0. You get division by 0. But actually, this is a hole in the graph, not an asymptote. So look at this one. You come in from the left, it goes to negative 0.25. You come in to the right, negative 0.25. But at 2, college algebra at 2, undefined. Right? Okay, discuss the behavior of this function around 0. This is a very interesting function, sine x over x. We're going to look at that more. What happens as I come in from the left? Where does it look like it's headed? Looks like it's headed towards 1, right? Where is it going as I come in from the right? Headed up to 1 also, right? But what's happening at 0? At 0, what does it look like is there? A hole. Again, what's sine of 0? 0 divided by 0, you get undefined. So our function should have a hole in it. Do you think you're getting the idea? Sine of 1 over x. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Here I am. Life is good. Just do-do-do-do-do-do. And all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose here. Okay, I'm going to go in slow to this. So what happens is, as I move, maybe I go a little faster. I'm up. Where am I headed? 1, and then where am I headed? -1, and then back up to 1, and then, holy shit, the walls are caving in here, right? And actually, let me zoom in a little bit so you can really see in here. It's just frickin' chaos in there because all I'm doing is I'm oscillating. And see how it's starting to look real jagged? That's just the limitations of the computer itself, okay? That's not because the graph becomes jagged. What's happening is this is oscillating infinitely many times as you get closer to 0. That's how you would prove where it's going later. But this is it. The question, I guess, becomes as I start moving in here, it goes up and then it goes back down and then back up and then back down and then back up and down and up and down and up and down, and it's going crazy. Is it headed somewhere? Is it headed to one place, one numerical value? No, it just keeps going back and forth. So this, everything we've had up to this point is you come in from the left, it was headed somewhere, right? Coming from the right, it was headed somewhere. This is our first example where the function actually doesn't head anywhere. It's oscillating infinitely. So we will say here later that this does not exist. Like this left hand approaching is not approaching anything. Okay? Same thing's happening from the right side. Try and come in from the right. There it is, all nice. Oh, whoa, whoa. And now going up. Where is it? Did I lose it? Well, there, it's up and down. May not have gone far enough. Let me go a little closer. There it is. I was looking for the dot. There, now it's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's oscillating. So what I say here is from the left, the function's values appear to be approaching oscillating. What? To be oscillating is what I should say. And from the right, the function's values appear to be oscillating. At 0, the function's value is undefined. Again, because you get division by 0. Does that make, do you all understand that picture? I mean, that's an important graph there. Look at this one. What's happening around 0? Okay, we have an asymptote, but approach from the left. Where am I headed? I'm headed down to -infinity. Here I go. I'm off. See you later. Right? It's taken off. It's going to go off my screen. And the closer I get, right? The closer I get to 0, the bigger negative I get. Look at that. I'm at -125, -142, -1000, right? Could I get closer than 0.001? I go to 0.00001, right? Or 0.00001, or 0.00001, right? Or I could have a million zeros in a 1, right? So I can keep getting closer, that number's going to get bigger. So that's headed to -infinity. What's happening as I come in from the right? It's going +infinity. There it goes. Oop. When I do that and it turns red, that means my computer is trying to divide by 0. And so it's not happy. So from the left, it appears to be approaching -infinity. From the right, it appears to be approaching +infinity. And what's happening? College algebra question. At 0, undefined. 1 divided by 0 is undefined. Look at this one. Where's this one headed? From the left, where's it headed? Now we're approaching 0 again. To the left, it's headed to positive infinity. From the right, it's headed to positive infinity again. And what's happening at 0? Undefined. So infinity, positive infinity on the left, positive infinity on the right, undefined at 0. All right, that is all the pictures. Everything else is going to be where we start talking about definition. So I think this is a good place for us to stop, I guess, and talk about a couple of other things, like homework, what it is that I want you to do. I don't want to overload everyone with like I said, all these files and videos and everything like that, but I like to provide things to students who are willing to look at them. So all these things that I've been doing today, all these little things, all this stuff, I will save it as a PDF and I will put it into our class. There will be a folder in there that says class PDFs. And so, you know, not only will you have these notes, the typed up ones, everything I write down will also be put out there. All right. Let me get to a new page here. So let's talk about what you're going to do when you get home. Okay, what's your homework? Homework. Well, here's what I would do. What do we have scheduled? Look at your schedule real quick. What do we have scheduled for Wednesday? It says we're supposed to cover 1.4 and 1.5, right? So one thing that you'll need to do is watch the, what do I call them? Pre-class. Wait, is that what I called them? Shoot, I forgot. I think they're called pre-class videos for 1.4 and 1.5. And I'm going to put underneath there 1.3 because I didn't finish 1.3 today, right? So you should probably at least get through. I stopped at what, like 1.3.8 is where I stopped. So you should probably watch the video from like 1.3.9 on. Watch the pre-class videos. Where are those pre-class videos? I'm not going to tell you this every time. This is the first day, so I don't want anyone going home like, what the hell? Where do you find these? Where are they? There's a link in the syllabus, but there's also a link in Canvas, right? And it says in Canvas, what does it say? It doesn't say pre-class videos. It just says videos, okay? And then from there, it'll break it down. Let me see if I can't get in here. What the hell is that? This was the link in there that in Canvas takes you here, and this is where you had to go: academic affairs, math, mathematics, me, summer, Cal, and then there they are, pre-class videos. Right? Okay. So that's the link is in Canvas. What else should you do? Unit circle. That'll get you prepared. Now, homework, actually the homework problems that you should do, they'll come from 1.1 through 1.3. Normally, I would give them to you right now. Like I'd write them down end of class. I'd give you the homework. I don't have it ready yet. I wanted to kind of see how this first day went before I locked myself in. So I will email these to you, and I will make an announcement. So it'll come in the form of an email, and on Canvas there's an announcements section. I'll put them in both places. Your homework for this section is. All right? Yes? I'll probably send those out, I mean, sometime today.
So that the homework will be like, it'll be due by
Well, I don't collect homework, okay? But that doesn't mean you're not supposed to do it. You should always do the homework for today and have it done by next class. So if you're in one of those situations where you're like, okay, every weekend is when I'm going to knock everything out, that might hurt you. I mean, you're supposed to cover it before you come back. So, yes, that answer your question? Okay, all right. I'm just trying to prepare you for, you know, you're supposed to have done it. It'll come through your regular student.alamo. It'll come through that. Yep. So I'll email the homework assignment to you. Some other things. If you're interested, the CDF player, right? Do you want to download these things? Do you want to be able to click and drag things and arrows like I was doing today? You have to get the CDF player installed on your computer at home. Anything else here? The quiz, right? The quiz that's due. What's that quiz? Your life, right? Your life. I want to know everything about you now. There's something I wanted to add to this. I was thinking about this as I was walking in the hall. What's your major? I'd like for you to tell me what your major is. And then last math class. And what I mean by that is, like, what, when, and where. So your last math class was pre-cal during the spring 2013, right, here at Northwest Vista College, or pre-calculus in high school 13 years ago, right? I mean, just, I want to know, like, that sort of information. Yes? No. I mean, the last math class you passed. Yeah. Like, if this is the 4th time you've taken this, you can share that with me, but I don't need to know that. Oh, no, on that quiz. With your life schedule laid out, just somewhere on there, just put, like, major, electrical engineering, you know, last class, pre-cal, summer. So that's the quiz. All right. Gosh, I feel like I'm forgetting something major here. I think that's it. You don't need to print out any notes, right? I mean, you have notes for at least the first chapter, so we're good till shoot, that's only like a week or two away, so you might want to print out the other notes. Now, I said in class, you know, no computers, right? You can't obviously use a computer or a laptop on a test, but if you download the CDF player onto a laptop and you want to follow me while I do notes in here and you want to have that, I'm okay with that. As long as it stays not you updating your Facebook, you know, hiding from me, that's okay. I think that's it. Oh, the video of today, right? That will be that same link that took you to the in-class videos. It'll be that same link. We'll bring up this page, and here it's class videos, right? Pre-class videos, class videos. So if you click on that, what I did today, what I said today, will all be there also. I think we're good. I'll hang out if you have any questions. Let me just stop my recording. If someone could hit the lights on the way out. Did everybody sign in? Anybody need to sign in?